What's going on, disc golf fans? Welcome back to the show. This is the 2025 Pdga Am Worlds here in Columbia, Missouri, presented by Discraft. Another Pdga major in the books. Round 2 coming in. A big shout out to our Patreon supporters. You got Derek and Chris in the booth once again, and Marshall Street is weighing this commentary, so make sure to support them like they've been supporting us. How you feeling, Chris?
I feel great. We're at a new course. Big shout out Gateway Disc Sports for sponsoring this coverage. We're at the Joseph C. Miller Disc Golf Course down in Jefferson City, so a little south of Columbia. And we got some new faces to our card. We have Therese, Yolanda. We've seen Peyton and Brook before, so all these females are sponsored, which is really cool to see.
That is cool. Quick look here at the standings before we jump in, kind of see where things are shaking out, moving into the second round of the tournament. As we jump into hole 1, 276, par 3, slightly uphill. Some people say it might be a little tight here and there, but I do think that there are pretty good amount of defined lines.
Uphill too, so this is a very tough starting hole. Therese out of California has the 11 down, the Oakland course.
Up next, from Highland, Michigan, Peyton Kohut.
And we have Peyton Kohut, one of the Kohut sisters. Hopefully this event, maybe we can get both of them on the same coverage.
That'd be fun.
Neat.
Probably good vibes there.
Sponsored by Team MVP.
From White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, Brook Johnson.
And Brook Johnson with Team Latitude 64. Yeah, Derek, this first hole was the second hardest hole, so you're starting this round.
Let's go.
Happy to take a par, honestly.
And stepping into the tee box, sponsored by RPM Disc and Luke Bags. From Auckland, New Zealand, Yolanda Lolohea-Pauley.
And Yolanda Lolohea-Pauley. Originally born in New Zealand, correct?
That is correct, yeah. Currently resides in Texas, I believe.
And Team RPM.
I will also say all these players, they play pretty fast. So be ready. Again, just a little low.
Circle 2 there for the par. That's going to be tricky. Good shot there from Brook, looking at her par. Yeah, they have a long basket here, too. Hope that plays as a par 4. Very, very tricky, very uphill. Hey, like Simon says, every good round starts with a bogey, so. And honestly, not the worst here. 0.63 over par.
Yeah, so you're definitely not alone if you're getting the bogey.
No, 47% of the field took par, 42% took bogey. So par's good here.
That's kind of what our stats are here for the feature or for the lead card. Half and half.
So bring us to hole 2, the first par 4. The course 360 feet. You have this first shot. You want to keep it straight. You can push it to the right a little bit. Kind of in the serpentine pattern here. Second shot. A lot of guardian trees in the circle, which is a theme of this course. Pretty tight on the greens.
Yeah, over the years I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about that. In term, like with the opinion of having trees like inside the circle. So I'd love to hear your opinion in the comments. You know, do you absolutely hate trees in the circle, or do you think that it's a welcomed challenge?
I like them personally. I think
I do too.
there's a point where it's too much and it can be overkill, but tasteful trees inside the circle are one of the reasons why I think we play the sport. We play it in the woods most of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, you just kind of want to finish a little to the right here. Straight is fine, though.
Oh, terrible cut there.
Yeah, that's probably worst case scenario here for Yolanda. Yeah, that's about all you can do.
Yeah, not able to get out clean, so it really does stop her up pretty quick. Oh,
Early release there.
Yeah. Sometimes you just catch the bad breaks. It's part of the game.
Brooke getting caught up there. Birdie out of the question, maybe. See if she can make a long putt.
Kind of putting a bit on it a little.
Great approach there from Peyton. Looking at a bounce back.
A little too much gusto on that one. Kind of leaked to the right.
A lot of movement to the left there as well, as Yolanda gives that a really good bid. So this was the third easiest hole. So we're going from the second hardest to the third easiest. Nice putt.
Smooth like butter.
Therese, the first one to get on the board. It's our solo leader. And there's that bounce back I was talking about for Peyton. As, like I mentioned, third easiest hole. 28% of the field taking birdie here. About 47% taking par. Good mix of scores here.
All right, off to another one here in the woods. Par 3, hole 3, 214. So it's playing a little shorter because of the downhill and almost a dog leg to the left. So the turn is quite aggressive. You want to throw something that's going to fade midway through the flight pretty quickly to ensure that you get down there.
It's a nice shot from Therese. She's inside the circle.
I don't think you necessarily have to focus on like the height. Like I loved the height of that shot. It was just a little too inside.
Yes. Let's go.
Because you're letting the slope down towards the green really do the work for you. So
That's
we're going to take another look
fantastic
here.
shot there from Brooke.
Let's go.
Looking like she should be able to get on the board now as well. Yolanda just kind of a little too straight there.
Straight up. Straight up, Paige.
Should be all textbook approaches here for the rest.
Yeah, this was actually the easiest hole in the course.
Really?
Yeah. As Therese was one of 20 birdies, 35% of the field grabbed the birdie here.
Ever since I threw my first Frisbee, I dreamed of making flying discs. Now, whenever a customer wants their own course, stamp, or brand, I do everything I can to help make their dreams come true. Gateway Disc Sports, an open invitation.
All right, back at it. Hole 4, par 3. A little more in the open. Could really get a nice flight on the disc here. Basket tucked on the left side. Should see some hyzers from all these ladies. This is probably leaking a little too left. Yeah.
Yeah, and you got that ditch down there, which isn't playing as anything other than an inconvenience.
Yeah.
If you're down there.
That's a great flex shot there from Brook.
Just didn't quite have the distance on it that I was expecting. A little more inside left. Really got the carry on it.
We'll see if she has a putt back up the hill there. See if it's a inconvenience for her, as this is.
Yeah, love the drift there at the late.
Wow.
Overthrowing the hole.
Yeah, that was a little shorter than I would have expected.
Good bid, Therese.
Good bid there from Therese. Unable to get the turkey.
Yeah. Tough position to be in for Yolanda. Not really a lot of not a lot of room to move.
Yeah, I like this green. I like the ditch there. The guardian trees in the circle. So this actually only saw 5 birdies the entire round. It's the middle of the pack hole. Just a lot of routine pars. But pars are good here in Gatekeeper's eyes.
Yeah. All right, hole 5, par 3, 300 feet. Pretty wide open for most of the flight. And you approach, and even honestly, the green is to the edge of the woods, so it's really just about getting it out there, keeping it in the center. Very slight slope going from left to right downhill. So if you don't really land flat, catch edge, you could see some trouble with that. As we see Brook just not really committing to the shot, I think, so it didn't flip really at all.
Yeah, this is a tricky round for these ladies because this is the only time they play this course. So there's 3 courses that you'll play throughout this World Championships.
Stable up.
Wow.
Yeah.
What? Wow, she throws far.
Yeah, overthrow another hole.
But yeah, anytime you have to play a course once, that's a lot of pressure because you don't get a second chance.
Yeah, no redemption opportunities. Solid bid there for Peyton.
Yolanda still looking for her first birdie.
Great too.
Therese slowly putting up some good numbers, 3 through 5.
Yeah, Therese has a nice, like, smooth putt, right? Like, effortless, it looks like. Very quick.
Can't believe that one went in. That was so far right.
Very soft putter, I think. It
Yeah,
just
it's
kind
kinda
of
like dropped right
melted into the cage.
Some more pars as we're going to move into hole 6. It's par 3, 322 feet. This one's nice and straight. This is going to fade out a little early. And that was actually probably a good tree.
Yeah, I agree. I'd much rather be approaching from the mouth of the woods than in the shul.
Mm-hmm.
Get really lucky.
That is turnt and burnt.
Probably not.
Wow, filters a lot more than
All
I
right.
expected.
I love when that happens. You think you turn it over and you're like, oh, that's going to be so short. And then it
So
somehow hits it. What is
This is an amazing occurrence on the course. Hits that tree first available just right, redirects, and has a full flight after.
Wow.
To be pretty much center fairway. I really like when that kind of stuff happens.
Yeah, dude. It's funny. I was just talking about how when the course give it, it's a good feeling. Brooke's probably happy to walk away with a par there. Oh. This was tied for the third hardest hole. Oh. Dang. Now, if Peyton would have got the birdie there, that would have been
Epic.
a story for the ages. That would have been dope. Yeah, I think we're just going to see a lot more pars here. As this, like I said, was the third hardest hole. Only 3 birdies. Shout out Haley Huber, MJ Gager, and Virginia Conover grabbing the birdies.
Now, Dan, let's meet our women's finalists.
How hard did she throw?
I mean,
The women's division is getting a lot tougher.
she's not holding back. Nope.
Good round, ladies.
All right, let's get back into the action with hole 7, 297. Got ourselves another par 3. It is slightly uphill from the tee, ever so much. But you can get away with a nice level shot. I think that more plays into the mental aspect of it than anything.
Too straight.
A little wide.
All right, time for our player check-ins here. Talk a little bit about Therese. She became a member.
This is looking great.
Oh, wow. Long of the basket. She's going to be putting back probably 25 feet or so.
It's too straight as well. Did it get the kick?
Go in.
Oh, whoa. Oh, and stop.
Wow.
Dude, good run.
Brooke misses that one. Great birdie there from Peyton.
Oh.
But yeah, Therese here, 2021, she became a member. She's played 67 events, 43 wins.
That's so ridiculous. Like,
These
in a
win
good way,
ratios
that's
on
so
these
sick.
ladies are insane.
I know, like, the future, I say this every time, but the future is looking so exciting for the sport. Like, the competition that's going to be between the field is going to be one for the ages.
Yeah, she has 3 major wins. Won Junior Worlds last year in the 15 division. So we're going to move into hole 8, par 3, 311. This one's tricky. There's OB long on the basket, and you're throwing downhill.
It'll be on that right side as well.
Yeah, that might be too cooked.
Yeah.
Yep. This is looking pretty decent from Therese if we get a good... Nah. Thought she was a little closer. Was going to get a little more ground play.
You really got to land it flat to be able to kind of get more forward progress. But because it's downhill and you have that OB long, it kind of makes you a little more timid.
Yeah, and that's kind of layup territory for me. Not for Therese, though.
Dang, good bid.
Giving it a bid. So yeah, Yolanda from New Zealand became a member in 2019, so pre-COVID.
That was close.
Dude, what a play.
86 events, 26 wins. So knows how
That's
to
a
win.
good ratio,
Yeah,
too.
knows how to win. And she's taking down an A tier, so she's still looking for her first major. And Peyton's going to be tapping in for bogey, finding that OB.
All right, let's round out our front nine here with a par 4, 485. Big swinging shot, moving from right to left. Kind of a dog leg, I would say. Maybe a J hook, fish hook kind of thing.
Yeah.
OB all along the green and the left and all the left side for that matter. With a pretty aggressive slope moving the direction of your swing space as well. You do have a lot of room there on that right-hand side. So I'd say that is definitely the safe play. It also opens up the angle for the approach into the green, which I would say is the hardest section of this hole.
Yeah, because there's OB on the left side as well. That's a little too turned over, but looks like she stays out of the tall grass.
Ooh. A little low and pretty severe right angle.
Missed the tree. Oh, that was way short of the tree. That was a death
Kind of flirting that
perception.
OB line there a
Yeah.
little bit.
Comes a little closer than you think. I think this is the safer play. Just throw it towards that tree, more to the right. Be okay with par here.
This is the more direct approach.
Money.
Yeah, it's so good. It's like 25 past the basket, so still in the circle. It was a great approach. Brook kind of doing the right at it, anticipating the hyzer, getting a skip, but does find OB.
And Peyton laying up as I expected. As Peyton became a member in 2021, she's still looking for her first major win. She's taking down a couple A tiers.
Did mine go OB?
It's a good par save.
After accidentally trying to eagle.
Nice birdie for Therese.
These players really waste no time with their movements and stuff. Like, the pace of play on this round was very quick.
That's going to finish us up here. Round 2, front 9. Therese, bogey free. So was Brook there. Just the one birdie. A lot of par golf. So we need to take a look at the standings. It's like Peyton's sister Kylie's making a push. Haley from round 1's making a push. Brianna's there. So we still have a lot of golf left, Eric. And this is getting exciting. There's a lot of talent.
Absolutely. Big shout out to Gateway Disc Sports again for sponsoring this coverage. And shout out to all of you. And if you'd like to help support this coverage as well, head on over to patreon.com/gatekeepermedia. Consider supporting today. Thanks.
See you on the next one.